Okay, this is Ernie in front of me, being a sweet and adorable kitty that he is. Anyway, I'm 78. I'm going to be 79 this summer. And I got to thinking about something that almost ruined my life. And I'm going to talk about it because he's cuter to look at. He's at least something cute to look at. Anyway, a long time ago, about 30 years ago, I was working in a factory, and I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. Well, actually, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning because I jogged for 3 hours before I went to work. So anyway, it was around 1992, and we had just gotten a computer, and so I didn't know how to use it. So our technical school was running courses for how to use your computer. I had no idea how to use a computer. So anyway, I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to work. And the classes started, I think, around 7. They were from like 7 to 9 or something. And so I was so tired. I remember one night I was so tired during the classes. And I went to the vending machine and I got a can of diet soda, and it had caffeine in it. And I thought, well, do the caffeine, it'll keep me awake during these classes, because everybody was falling asleep by 9 o'clock. So then I went home and I couldn't go to sleep because I had had caffeine. Normally I don't drink, I stay away from caffeine. And so I couldn't sleep. So I got up and I took a sleeping pill. And that started me on a terrible journey of sleeping pills. And even 2 could not get me to go to sleep after that. Even 2. And I went to Walgreens and I wanted a stronger sleeping pill because I was still working at the factory. And anyway, the druggist says to me, no, he said, you're going to have to go without sleep, he said. He said, you're going to have to go without sleep. He said, if you want to get over this addiction to sleeping pills. Because I would take even 2 sleeping pills, and I would maybe sleep for 2 hours, and that was about it. I just couldn't sleep. So I went home. He would not tell me, about a better sleeping pill. So I went home. I was working at that factory, and I went 6 nights with no sleep. 6 nights with no sleep. And on the 7th night, I was finally able to sleep, and I think I slept about 4 hours. So that taught me a lesson to never, ever start on sleeping pills. And the caffeine. And when I was young, I was drinking 4 to 5 cups of coffee every day. And it's not that I was addicted to caffeine. It's just that I was drinking 4 to 5 cups, and they were instant coffee. And I had read somewhere that it could cause a person to be overly tired. And it was to a point where just going up and down the stairs, because I live in a upstairs, we have a downstairs and upstairs house. And just going up the stairs took all the energy I had. I had no energy whatsoever. And so I was told, or read it somewhere, that maybe it was the caffeine, because caffeine is a drug. It's a stimulant. And when the stimulant wears off, your body gets very tired. So anyway, I thought, well, maybe it's the caffeine. Maybe that's why I have no energy. And so then I switched to half caffeinated coffee and half decaf. And about 2 weeks later, I started getting my energy back. I switched to just decaf. After a while, I switched to just decaf, and my energy came back. Well, maybe a couple of years later, I had a half a jar of coffee with caffeine in it. and I didn't want to go and get a jar of decaf. So I thought, well, I'll drink it, I'll drink this. I had like a half a jar left. And sure enough, within about 2 weeks, I could hardly go up and down the stairs anymore. So I think it was the coffee, because it was too much of a coincidence. So this is just a thought, if anybody suffers from, not being able to sleep. Sometimes it's taking decongestants, because that'll have the same effect as a sleeping pill. And a lot of times when people suffer from insomnia, I think it's because they're taking decongestants. So anyway, just something from an old lady that I learned about caffeine. So anyway, hope you enjoyed watching Ernie.